in my job for Manila Bulletin, not on my page. So I am more protected by my office.
I will go back to the question. Ibig sabihin ba sa social media posts mo, wala kang sinabi na nag-i-expose ka sa sino mang opisyal o ehensya ng gobyerno tungkol sa in the conduct of their official duties?
I don't remember any exposés I have done.
Mr. Chair, is it possible that the committee subpoena Meta for a copy? I understand that Meta keeps a digital copy of all the postings over a considerable time. I move that we subpoena the social media posts of Mrs. Krizette Chu.
There's a motion. Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I know you're a professional journalist, Krizette, and I know you're well trained and you studied abroad, and you have a good appreciation of what it takes to be a journalist. By referencing from that, would you describe the extent of your influence? How would you describe the extent of your influence online, and what responsibility do you think comes with that influence?
I am I'm not comfy with the idea that I am responsible for something because I just write. As I said, I'm very careful before all these things. Before, sir, Mr. Chair, before I was included in the top 40 vloggers, fake news, Pogo funded, I have never spoken my politics. Not on YouTube, not on Facebook. I just write. So I don't feel like I am an important political commentator. I write what I feel. But I'm not one of those people na people will think about because I have discussed it. I have engaged with other people. I write what I say. I write what I think, and that's it. Sometimes I answer the comments on my page, but that's the limit of my political conversation. So if you're going to ask me what I think my influence is, then I cannot answer it. Maybe it's better to ask other people if they're affected by what I write and if they feel like I influence them.
Earlier you mentioned you have a following right now of how many?
About 250.
250,000?
Mm-hmm.
And in your previous account, how many?
480,000.
And then in your average impressions for every post is around 10,000, if I'm not mistaken. That's the number you said earlier.
In my new page, in my old page, about 5,000 to...
In your new page?
About 10,000.
10,000
in my
per
new
post.
page.
Don't you feel any responsibility to speak the truth and what's factual?
Yes, I speak my truth. I'm under oath.
I mean, what
yes,
I'm saying
speak
is,
my truth.
Don't you think having such a number of following with that influence, let me call that influence, that a certain degree of responsibility comes with it?
Of course, there's a responsibility. That's why I use my training in journalism to make sure that nobody can ever call me out and say it's fake news. I can make mistakes, but they're not glaring mistakes. And I'm still going to have the same opinion from that same
Mrs. Krizette, you stand by saying that you are faithful to your journalistic training in the course of determining or choosing the content, the tenor, and the language of your post. Yes or no?
Sorry, can you please repeat that?
Do you stand by your statement saying that you make sure that you're faithful to your journalistic training?
Yes, sir. I make sure that
in terms of, let me continue first. In terms of the content, the language, the demeanor with which you make your postings.
as far as I can, as far as I'm knowledgeable, I post what I feel, maybe at the moment. Maybe when I'm very angry, I post some things that are more inflammatory than when I'm more calm. But basically, those are my feelings. So, so sir, there will be times that I will be more angry
And
towards
that
one
postings,
politician over
Ms.
another
Krizette,
time. I'm still going to be angry at them.
Let me ask a question. So you mean when you speak something inflammatory on you post something inflammatory on your Facebook account, you don't mind whether people will be influenced by those inflammatory statements or not?
Those are my opinions, and I believe I have very intelligent readers, so if they think that I am lying, they can call me out. If they agree with me because they've used their own eyes, then they can investigate for themselves. Those are my opinions. Those are what I feel. If I say I don't like this person, I stand by it.
So you don't really mind if people, as a journalist, don't you feel that there's a need for you to...
I do not use my Facebook page. I do not identify myself
But earlier you mentioned that you make sure that you apply your journalistic training.
Meaning, I make sure I don't lie. Meaning, I make sure that I do not, even if I am inflammatory, even if I'm angry, it's still not a lie. I'm just more angry in one post than I am in another post. My degree of feeling changes per post, but the content will not change. If I'm angry at one person, it can be because I'm angry at one person, and the next post I'm still angry at them, but not as much. But
So
the
that
reason that I'm
changes.
angry at them is the same.
Okay.
Before we proceed, may I remind the resource persons, when you answer, please address the chair first.
Sir,
And,
sorry. Okay, sir, Mr. Chair.
Let the interpolator finish the question before you answer. Just a reminder.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
In your training for journalism, no, you majored in journalism, right?
Communication arts
Yes.
and publishing, sir.
Are you aware of the psychological phenomenon called illusion of truth effect?
I'm not sure we discussed it, sir.
So
Mr.
when
Chair.
it means that when a repeated information is repeated again and again, it's likely to be perceived as true regardless of the factual accuracy.
Okay, sir.
For the record, let me ask, have you ever unknowingly or knowingly repeated content that turned out to be false or misleading? Have you ever? In the course of your posting, have you ever repeated content?
Knowingly, no. Unknowingly, I am not sure.
Mr. Chair, I ask that because I would like to draw your attention to this post dated March 13 under her new account, Krizette. May ask the Secretariat to flash it on the screen, where the resource person posted, and I'll read the first paragraph. May mga pulis at military daw na nagre-resign kasi hindi na daw nila kaya. Marami daw. They cannot be part of this government daw. Krizette, Mrs. Krizette, would you confirm that this account is yours?
Yes, sir. And Mr. Chairman, that's not fake news because there were TikTok.
wait.
And kindly, sir,
Mr. Chair,
finish the post, sir, to read. Finish the... Kasi nakakahiya ako, sir.
Ms. Krizette, as I've said, please let the representative finish the question first before you answer. Let us observe proper decorum.
So this is your Facebook account.
Yes, sir.
Did you post this?
Yes, sir. I
And
post the
in
entire
this first page, first paragraph, you stand by your statement that you said na maraming, let me read it verbatim, na may mga pulis na military daw na magre-resign kasi hindi na daw nila kaya. Marami daw. They cannot be part of this government daw. Tama po ba?
Yes, sir. And then
Saan
kindly
mo
read.
nakuha yung impormasyon na to?
Sir, if you go on TikTok, there are policemen.
How many policemen?
Sir, I'm not counting, but there are many
But you
policemen, and
said
that's a
marami.
general impression,
But
sir.
you said marami. So,
Yes,
so
sir.
you just
Marami,
post
sir.
it on the basis of a single,
Yes, sir.
2 or 3 posts?
Yes, sir. I will not count all that, but there's a general impression, sir. And sir,
Have
if you
you
read all
ever,
my content,
Let me ask the question and I'll give you the chance to answer. Have you ever made